Good evening. Tonight we are going to do Lesson 4.1a, Factors and Divisibility. These are the 3 vocabulary words that we will be using for this lesson. Please pause the video at this moment so that you can copy down those words before I give you the definitions. Multiples. Multiples are the product of that integer and any natural number. For example, multiples of the number 3 would be 3, 6, 9, 12, ... or etc. We got 3 by doing 3 times 1. 6 was 3 times 2. 9 is 3 times 3. And 12 is 3 times 4. Factors are any integer that divides the given integer evenly. For example, factors of 24 should be written in pairs. If you write them in pairs and go in order, you will be able to determine whether or not you have found all of the factors. So if we use 24 as our example, the first pair of factors is 1 times 24. The second pair is 2 times 12. The third pair is 3 times 8. The fourth pair is 4 times 6. You should notice that we've been doing the numbers in order: 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next number in the line would be 5. However, 5 does not go into 24 evenly, so we would skip 5. The next number that we would end up using would be 6. And notice 6 is already here. Since 6 is already there, we don't need to use it again. We have now completed our list of factors. Now, we also use divisibility test to determine the factors. The 3 rules for divisibility that most people know are 2, 5, and 10. A number is divisible by 2 if it ends in an even number. Remember, even numbers are 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. A number is divisible by 5 if it ends in a 5 or a 0. It's divisible by 10 if it ends in a 0. The next divisibility rule, which will be new for some of you, is the number 3. In order to find out whether a number is divisible by 3, we have to add all the digits together. So for example, if we gave you the number 123, you would end up adding together 1 plus 2 plus 3, which gives you 6. 6 is divisible by 3, so that number would be divisible by 3. The rule for 9 is the same, except you need to make sure it can be divided by 9. So 123, when you add the digits, comes out to 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. Well, 9 does not go into 6 evenly, so it would not be divisible by 9. If a number is divisible by 6, it has to be divisible by both 2 and 3. For 4, the last 2 digits would have to be divisible by 4. For example, 124, the last 2 digits are 24. So 4 does go into both 24, goes into 24, so it will go into 124. For 8 would have to be divisible in the last 3 digits. So if we use 124, 8 goes into 124. 8 goes into 12 one time with 4 left over. 8 goes into 44 5 times with a remainder of 4. Since there is a remainder, it means that it's not divisible by 8. Let's work on this example together. The number is 2,454. Use your divisibility rules to determine which of the numbers we've given you will go into 2,454? Remember, you're testing the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Pause the video for a moment and see if you can determine which numbers will work. You should have been able to determine that 2,454 is divisible by 2, 3, 4, and 6. It is divisible by 2 because it ends in a 4, and 4 is an even number. You should have been able to determine that it's divisible by 3 because if you add up the digits together, 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 equals 15. 3 goes into 15. You should have been able to determine that it's divisible by 4. Actually, it's not divisible by 4 because 4 does not go into 54. 4 goes into 5 one time, 4 goes into 14 3 times with a remainder of 2. So it is not divisible by 4. It is divisible by 6, however, because it is divisible by both 2 and 3. It is not divisible by 5 because it does not end in a 0 or a 5. It is not divisible by 10 because it does not end in a 0. It is not divisible by 8 because 8 does not go into 454. And it is not divisible by 9 because 9 does not go into 15. At this time, you now have the tools necessary to be able to find factors and divisibility of certain numbers. Tomorrow when you come to class, we will practice these rules and we will apply them to what we can do and use it for further lessons. If you have any questions, please make note of it in your notes and we will go over them in class tomorrow. Have a great night.